Okay, so metal forming, we know that it is the process. Okay, it is very widely used in manufacturing sector. Okay, and we know it's a various applications. We'll discuss those applications also. Okay, and basically this particular process or a group of processes, metal forming processes, usually advantages in terms of minimum wastage, okay, and dimensional accuracy that we get on that product. Okay, so those are the things which are usually important when we are talking about the metal forming processes, because it is not like any casting process. It is not like any machining process. So there will be minimum wastage of the material. Okay, and obviously the strain that we are getting from that final component is also on higher side. Okay, that we have discussed at the time of lecture. uh, there are three types of metal forming processes basically: hot working, cold working, and warm working. Okay, so basically cold working is the forming operations when forming operations are usually performed at room temperature. Hot working or hot forming is nothing but the operations performed above recrystallization temperature. So in that case, you have to increase the temperature of that component. Okay, above its recrystallization temperature, and above room temperature and below recrystallization temperature there will be warm working. Okay, or warm forming. And various applications are also there that we can see. Okay, or here these are various applications like fasteners, like screws, nuts, bolts, rivets. Okay, various equipments or tools in tooling sections also, like hammers, pliers, okay, screwdrivers. Okay, and even in medical field, surgical instruments are produced by metal forming processes. Then in various industrial plants, okay, equipments are usually produced by this process. Okay, along with machine tools, and even in automobile sector also. In construction industries also. Okay, like tunnels. Okay, in the making of tunnels. Okay, then mining industry. Okay, various applications are there also. Then fittings used in building industry, such as doors, windows. Okay, those are also formed components. Okay, maybe any process will be there, maybe rolling, forging. Okay, any. Then containers such as metal boxes, cans, canisters. Okay, number of applications are there. Here also you can see various pictures are also shown on there. Okay, which are nothing but the components produced by metal forming operations. Okay, and the next part that we'll discuss is the steps of forming process. Okay, actually, if you see, there are number of process. Okay, let it be. We will directly go to the simulation of this particular process. Okay, and out of all the processes like rolling, forging, extrusion process, okay, and drawing process, we are going for upsetting process. Okay, upsetting process, or you can say simply flat forging also, where we are going to increase the diameter of the component and we will decrease its height. Okay, so here there is a setup. Okay, or you can say simulation of that particular process. Here, in as far as the simulation is concerned, aluminum material is considered. Okay, in the software, height is 100 mm of that component considered as the diameter is 100 mm. Okay, temperature of that billet in the sense raw material, it is 125 degrees Celsius. Die temperature is at 20 degrees Celsius. That means die temperature is at room temperature, and billet is at 125 degrees Celsius. So it is a little bit warm working. Okay, because 125 degrees Celsius is not room temperature, and also it is not a recrystallization temperature. So basically it is a warm temperature, warm working. And the reduction of height that we have to conduct is 50% as given over here. Okay, and the press that has been used over here is the hydraulic press. Okay, and the ram speed is, that means because ram is going to come down on the component, that ram speed is 1 mm per second. This is very slow. Okay, so here you can see, this particular diagram shows the total structure of the this particular experiment. Okay, here you can see this is the workpiece. Okay, having 100 mm diameter and 100 mm height. Okay, and that we have to reduce up to 50 mm. Okay, and temperature are also given. And this is the actual. You can see the simulation. So I will play this. Okay, here you can see two types of components are shown over here. okay, and both the components, and you can see its meshes are how these meshes are getting changed. They're getting changed, okay, as far as its shapes is concerned. Okay, so this is how basically meshes, or you can see even crystal structures are going to change. Grains are also going to change their shapes. Okay, flow. Okay, during the process. Okay, so here you can see both these things are obviously flat rolling because it is open to, you can say, atmosphere. Okay, only the component is kept in between two dies. Okay, and it is pressed. Okay, this is a forging process, basically flat forging, you can say. Okay, so this is how actual process is conducted. Okay, now apart from this particular upsetting process, or you can say flat forging process, there are various other processes also. Okay, I have provided the link also, you can go over there. Even you can see the equipments used for upsetting process, equipments used for direct extrusion processes. Okay, various things are given over there. Okay, that you can check down, because we do not have time to check all these things. And then processes that we already know. Okay, extrusion processes, upsetting processes, again a forging operation, rolling. Okay, then sheet metal working also we have studied. Okay, because it is a part of forming processes. And then some other operations are also given over there: fogging, swagging, stamping. Okay, riveting. We have discussed almost all these applications. Sorry, almost all these operations. Okay. Okay, so here applications are also given. Okay, in detailed manner. We'll discuss one out of those. So here you can see crankshaft forming. Okay, so this is shaft. Okay, this is cranking, and these are the counterweights. Okay, and this is the whole structure of crankshaft. So basically, it is a part of an engine which translates reciprocating linear piston motion, okay, into rotation. So obviously, it converts that reciprocating motion into rotation by using the crank pins and some additional bearing surfaces, okay, whose axis is offset from that of the crank, and to which the big ends of the connecting rods from each cylinder are attached. So it is also known as a crank, and crankshaft is generally connected to a flywheel to reduce the pulsation characteristic of the four-stroke cycle. Okay, you all know two-stroke engine, four-stroke engine, and also act as a torsional and vibrational damper at the opposite end. Okay, so here you can see there is a description given about these things also, about this crankshaft. Okay, so these can be produced, okay, with this forming processes. Okay, because it is usually made up of steel. Okay, and generally medium carbon steel alloys, okay, which are composed of iron and very containing very small. Medium carbon steel means obviously 0.3 to 0.7% carbon steel. So as far as this crankshaft is concerned, 0.25 to 0.45% carbon steels are used. Okay, and along with the combinations of several alloying elements also. So basically we cannot call it as a pure or you can say simply plain carbon steel. It is a alloy steel. So the alloying elements, okay, usually used in these carbon steels are manganese, chromium, molybdenum, nickel, silicon, cobalt, vanadium, okay, and sometimes aluminum and titanium. Now this is based on the, obviously, on the application. Okay, because at what particular condition crankshaft is going to work, that we know, because it is going to help to that engine. Okay, and obviously according to that, these alloying elements are selected. Okay, these are, so this particular material is used for this making of this crankshaft. Okay, so here you can see there are some 3D parts, okay, of this crankshaft are also shown. Okay, so you can go through this, okay, link, and you can find out number of things are there. Let me check whether the simulations are available. Yes, simulation is also available, so you can go through this thing. Okay, here you can see the actual process, okay, of crankshaft manufacturing by forming process. Okay, on the right side you can check the shape change, okay, of the component kept in between these two dies. Okay, once again you can see this. Here, this red color is the component. Upper die is of yellow color, lower die is of green color. Okay, having the required cavity, and this red color component is changing its shape, and that has been enlarged on this right side. Okay, so even you can check this change in temperature. Okay, and as well as change in strain also. Okay, this blue color component shows the change in strain, and this red color component shows the change in temperature. Okay, you can see right from blue to red changes its temperature. So this is the range. Right, so it is a typical you can say simulation, okay, of this making of single crankshaft. And then one more we'll see if it is available. Yes, it is available. Okay, here also you can see hot forging. Okay, upper die, lower die. Here you can see this cavity is also there in the lower die, okay, and upper die also, and it is pressed against that cavity. And final component will look like this red color, this one. Okay, and this yellow color are nothing, yellow color and this green color are nothing but the die. Okay, upper die and lower die. Okay, so this is how various simulations are available. Okay, you can go through that. Okay, even for all the applications I think simulations are available. Okay, this was only one application, right? You can see the connecting rod, screw head, gear manufacturing, bar sharing. Okay, medical implants, ripple process, number of applications are given over here. According to that you can go, okay, and you can check that. Okay, so this is about this forming processes. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask me, otherwise we'll move to the next virtual lab. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this link, okay, wait a minute.